All righty. It's Friday. And are you feeling like you're a loser? Hmm. You feel like you're a loser? Nah, that's just a feeling. Have you ever felt like a loser? That's just a feeling. Because I'm here today to tell you that, or to remind you. I ain't telling you nothing that you don't. Oops. I'm telling you anything that you don't know. I am here to remind you that you are a winner. And if you have to write that down, put it on your dressing table, wherever you want to put it, on your bathroom mirror, and you want to repeat that every day. Make a little sticky note and put it on your briefcase or on your purse or your pocketbook, or paste it in on the dashboard of your car. I am a winner. That's what you need to do. You want to say that every day. We all want to say that every day, because that just drives us to do the things that, or that will drive us to do the things that we need to do to win, right? Positive affirmation, my friends. But today we're gonna I just want to share with you something that I read from this book that I read last month. I'm not going to share the entire book, but I'm going to share one aspect of it, and I feel it's so powerful. Um, this person's journey, and here's a book. Read this book, Journey to Success, and the feature was Helen Martin, who is one of my mentors. Um, and there's a lot of success stories in this book, but I want to just share one with you. Now, are you a loser? You consider yourself a loser? All right. So if you're going to join in me live today, let me know where you're joining me from. And if you're going to watch the replay, let me know where you're watching from. And I'll definitely come back and give you a shout out. Okay. Now, I don't consider myself a loser. I might have failed at some things, and you shouldn't consider yourself a loser, although you might have failed at some things. So, we're going to have a conversation today. And for those of you who have not met me before, my name is Yvette Garel, and I come to this community once per week, as promised, to share just any topic that comes to my that I decide to share based upon my reading, based upon inspiration, experience, whatever is going on. I just thought I'd share this topic about being a winner, not consider yourself a loser. Because at this time of the year, there's a sense of overwhelm. Persons want to achieve, what they want to achieve, and they're not getting it. It's not coming together, and it's just hard, and it's just, man, I failed at coming towards Christmas. And in the United States, we have Thanksgiving, and the goals are not met, and all the rest of it, and it's tough. It's like closing in. Mhm. But are you a loser? You consider yourself a loser? I'm here to encourage you today that you're not a loser. You are a winner. All right. So, primarily, I'm here in social media as a coach and as a trainer in social media strategies. I help people to take their business online using proven social media strategies. We leverage those strategies so persons can up level in their business. So if you're a home based business owner, network marketer, direct salesperson, MLM, just someone who wants to take their business online and have an experience, because it works, my friend. The economy has changed. A reference to marketing, how you market your business, things have changed. And Jim Rohn said, if you're gonna change, things are gonna change, and you have to change. All right. So if your things are gonna change in your business and how you do business, then you will have to change some things. So I'm here to just encourage your heart today. All right. How about that? But I'm also here to tell you, man, I don't know. I just had a bowl of a bowl of salsa and chips and salsa. I haven't had that in a long time, but I hope you had a great lunch. That was my lunch. I left that one piece I could share with you, that I was having my chips and salsa. But let's dive right into it. Everyone is a winner. I don't care who you are, where you are, uh, with what portfolio you own, or I don't know, what position you're in right now, what position you were in, find yourself in, you are a winner. So you have to tell yourself that. Remember now, my friends, all starts from the belief system. You have to believe in yourself, who you are. And, as a Christian, we say, whose we are, right? So we know that it's what we believe that drives what we do. So if you believe that you're a loser, then you're just gonna throw your hands up in the air and be like, you know what? This ain't working. I can't bother. I'm gonna quit. I'm just not gonna do it. And I'm gonna listen to everything that's gonna come to my ear gate is gonna be negative. It's gonna be those ideas or those words that drives me away from what I wanted to achieve. We talk about the purpose. So those are going to be the words that are coming across that's going to drive you away. It's going to reinforce your belief, so to speak. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Yes. So if you believe that you're a loser, everything that's going to come towards you, your ear gate or whatever you're going to read, is going to reinforce your thoughts, reinforce your belief system. The belief system is huge, my friends. Huge, 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 huge. Okay. So I read this book, A Journey to Success, and it featured Helen Martin, one of my mentor. Matt Morris, I think, is he's the author, or the person that actually put this book together, and has a lot of testimonies, about persons who started out at a rough place. When I say a rough place, a place where, my goodness, it's like they were at the lowest ebb, disappointment, failures after failures after failures, and things, whether it's been their family, whether it's been the job, whether it's been death in the family, whether you name it, whether it's be everything, they lost everything, house, car, you name it, and sometimes family members as well. So this book shared the writers in this book shared a lot of their experiences, how they journeyed to success, and some of them had some really well, most of them had challenging a start or challenging beginning, but all of them had some challenges. None of them started at the top. That is key. They all started at the bottom. So here's my little PSA right now. You got to begin where you're at. Start from right where you are, right there. You cannot start from anywhere else. Start from right where you are and run your journey, run your own race. Okay? That is my public service announcement right there. Yeah, so all the contributors to this book, they had challenges. They had difficult times, whether it's been no money, no job, family, whether it's been divorce, you name it, it's all up in this book. And so the last chapter in the book, the writer talks about you are a winner. Everyone can be a winner. I just thought I'd share I'll paraphrase or share some thoughts from that chapter, because I think it speaks to us very directly. Many folks that have, right now in this season, a lot of folks are having challenges. I do as well. Challenges, it could be in different areas of our lives. But at the same time, we have to embrace the challenges, but we just cannot sit there and allow the challenges to take foothold in our lives. We have to come up with a plan to how we're going to be like, get out of there. Because if you sit there too long, then you're not going to want to get up. And when I say sit, I don't mean literally sit. If you just remain in that situation, talk yourself into that situation. Oh my goodness, I'm right here. You know what? And I can't even move. The mental, the belief, whatever you tell yourself, that's what you're gonna believe do. And sometimes we need somebody to kind of come and encourage us and help us out of our little pity party that we have all the time, right? We have little pity parties. As any little thing, we'd be like, throw hands up and down. No, can't do that. We have got to act as people of of um of power, people of power over the dead situations that arise in our lives, people of power over the failures. Yes, those failures are not final, my friends. Those failures are just an indication to, you know what? You don't go back and try again. I don't know. I remember when I was a young girl, I used to do high jump at school, high jump over the bar. And I remember, oh my goodness. And after you have done a couple of jumps, and they keep raising the bar. But after a while, when the bar is being raised to a point, then you have to um sometimes you just cannot go over it. You have to go and practice again and come back. So, because you just not there yet. So you'll go over the lower bars and the right, yep, yep. But you have to go back and do some training, do some practicing, get your mental together and know how to lift your buttocks, right? And how to lift your body when you get to a certain point. So it's that training ground. Sometimes we got to go back and retrain and revisit and think about, okay, what might I do at this point in time that can help me to get over that bar? It's the same philosophy in life, my friends. Same philosophy. You might be in a job, you might and the job and nothing's going right. You end up losing that job. So you might be losing a lot of things. You're not getting the perfect job. You don't have the perfect husband. You don't have the perfect wife. You don't have the perfect marriage, the perfect car. Nothing is perfect. Everything is just, you just consider everything just be like not perfect. It's each of us have to determine what perfection is, right? Now, so there obstacles are gonna get in our way. Absolutely. We're gonna have obstacles, but how we navigate them, that's where the kicker is. How we navigate those obstacles, how we get over them. And I've oftentimes talked about the ant philosophy. What does the ant do? The ant, that's a very small creature, but a very powerful creature. And the ant is gonna get that whatever they're going after. I don't care what you do. If they have to dig a hole under the ground, they're going to come up. So unless you're going to remove it totally and nothing is going to be, once you leave it there, they're going to find it. They're going to go over and they're going to go back and get their army and come back and they're going to get it. So the ant has a very determined a way about them. They don't give up. They don't give up. Why should we give up? Now, no. Now, obstacles are gonna be in a way, and it's a myriad of things, different things for different persons, right? Different things for different persons. So, as I said from the beginning, we all have our own journey, our own race. So let's run our own race. Pay attention to the areas that we can improve on the journey. So, we never find the perfect guy. You know how we as women, we look out for that perfect guy. Yeah. And the guys look out for that perfect girl. Is there a perfect girl or a perfect guy? I don't know. We're not getting into that perfect place, that perfect our home. We want that perfect home up on the hill, with all the attachments and the car in the driveway, all that perfection. Our dreams and our desires, but we never sometimes are able to achieve them right at that spot. But we might not have that particular thing, but we have something. So right there, remember my public service announcement? Start with what you have from right where you are. Okay. So it gives me some kind of hope, because you know what you have, that's your winning season. That's your winning right there, because it's not like you're homeless, shelterless, nobody loves you. So you have something. So you actually are a winner right there. You're actually a winner, right? All of us winners right there. You know, I remember a time in my life when at this particular job, and man, it's like everything that you do, somebody has something, and it's not even your boss. It's always the sideline partners. It's always, it's always an issue. It's like you never can get it right because the feeling is that, oh, you want to feel like you're a failure, but you have to have that strong belief system in yourself. So, so you have to defend yourself. Sometimes you got to speak up, because the other person will always, oh, they got it right, you don't have it right. Now it is your responsibility to stand up for what you believe in, and that you're doing it right, as long as you're following the rules and regulation, whatever. So I had to speak up. Oh yeah. Mhm. Because what was happening at the time, I wasn't even there, nothing to do with it, but I became the target. So, and a lot of us find ourselves in that situation. We become the target of something that we're not even aware of. Yeah. So are you going to speak to that situation? Or are you going to be like, oh, well, I'm the target, I'm just going to roll over and die? No. You're a winner. You have power. So you speak to that situation. But you do your due justice, due diligence, you do your homework. Yeah, never let anyone make you feel like you're a loser. You're not. You are a winner. You're a winner every time. It doesn't matter where you are, what situation you're in, but you got to tell yourself. Because at the same time, things might not be happening the way you want them to happen for you. We all have our expectation and we set our standards. So while you're there in your mess, work it out. Work it out. Start working it out, right? So this author, or this the writer of this particular chapter in the book, he said he did three things. Once he was failing everything. He failed high school, he failed, college, he failed, the children and everything. But he had to come up to the point where he had to figure it out. So he did three things. He said, first of all, listen to your heart. What's your heart telling you today? Your heart is telling you about salsa and chips. What's your heart telling you today? What is your heart telling you today, right where you are? What is it? What's that burning desire, or that pain, or that it's just something is bothering you? Listen to your heart, right? Remember now that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And let's shift to the biblical principles there. Because God only makes one of you. One of you. Made only one of me. No clone of Yvette. No clone of Yvette. And no clone of Marley. No clone of Yvette. One of us. All right, one of you, one of me, one of John, one of Mary over there. Yeah, we might have name. Somebody might, our names might be used for other persons, but when it comes to my DNA, it's just me. So listen to your heart, whatever your heart tells you, because and from experience, sometimes your head's telling you one thing, your heart's telling you another thing, and you end up acting out of one of them. Okay? You either act out of what you believe and know to be true, or you act out of your heart, which most times is the emotional side of it. Most times it's the emotional side of it, because we are just that kind of emotional being, and the heart is just that soft portion that we have to weigh the circumstances all the time. But our head strong, we'll be like, you know what, yeah, this is what I mean. But the word said, from the heart the mouth speaks. So a lot of times, although we believe in a thing, we end up doing what is coming from the heart. That's number put that in your little back pocket. The next thing I want you to put in your back pocket, because when you believe in a thing, somebody can easily talk you out of that thing. Yes, you listen to that conversation. Yeah, Yvette, I don't think so. I think you might as well just quit that thing you're doing, ain't working. You believe in. That's not what you believe in your heart. right? So yeah, you get all kinds of ideas. You might want to try this, leave him alone. He's not this, all kinds of stuff for the children. Yeah. But that is not what you believe in your heart. So listen to your heart. Remember that. Okay. So all of us, we are shaped in such a way that the heart, this is the what comes out, comes out of the heart is so powerful sometimes. And as I said before, we end up, we know in our heart what we believe, but because somebody else talked something and shifted our belief system, that's what we end up doing. Happened to me. And then to be like, you know what? I should have known better, right? Yeah. So listen to your heart, follow your heart, right? In most cases. Then he talked about live your purpose. That's the second one he talked about. Live your purpose, right? He said two forces that govern our purpose is the fear and the focus. We all know about fear. We use that evidence false. We use that acronym false evidence appearing real, right? Yeah, we all know about fear. I mean, it's like all of us have experienced fear. You have experienced fear, and I have experienced fear. But we fear something that we don't even know. It's not even, we don't even know what we're fearing, right? We don't really know what we are fearing. We're like, you know what? I'm really not going around the corner because I don't want to, I think something is around there. It all comes back up here, my friends. We're fearing something that it's not even real, right? There's no reality to it. We're just fearing something that we believe to be, right? We believe it to be. So the author here talks about, he says, make your decision based upon faith. Faith. Because, we talk about faith all the time, coming out of the good book, the Bible, the evidence seen, the Hebrews 1, and that kind of stuff. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence not seen, all that good stuff, right? So faith. So we talked about activating your faith, because you're open for something, something is there, without a shadow of a doubt. And if you want to see my cup today, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. You can do it. Without a shadow of a doubt. Your faith is lifting you in that direction. So, it's listen, do purpose. Listen to your heart, right? Live your life on purpose. Follow your faith is number one. Yeah. And fear is all gonna always creep in, but you can't give way to fear. If you give way to fear, then that thing we talked about earlier on that you put on your dashboard, you put, I am a winner. Fear is gonna creep right in because it's gonna be like, you can't win. Oh, we talking about winning. No. What you know about winning. That's what you're doing. You're not gonna win. Fear will creep in, and so you gotta always remember to speak that thing over your business, over your life, whatever your affirmation is. All right. For today, we are winners, right? We are winners. So the author talks about we make a lot of our decision, and we based upon our faith, but we also, the fear also creeps in. But what the author also says is that we need to focus. Okay, we need to focus. If you believe a thing, go for it. Focus, right? Remember, now you can believe something, but you have to check, do your research, check the matter out. Whatever it is, you believe it. You believe this to be true. You believe this to be true, that you can do all things. Do you believe that? You can do all things through Christ. So choose that thing and go after it and do it, because you know that you can. You know that you're a winner, right? Now, the third thing the author said he did when he failed and he failed and failed and failed, and everything, nothing was going right in his life. He said, one, he listened to his heart. He had to take a gut check. I was speaking to this gentleman the other day. He said, you know what? I had to come to a, I had to come, get to a come to God moment with this situation in my life and decided that that's what I'm going to do. So he had to make a decision, a move in his purpose towards that decision. So sometimes we got to pause and have a come to God moment with ourselves and with our lives and with our business, whatever it is, with our children, with our families, whether it's with husbands or wife. We have to get to that point and say, hold up a second. We got to deal with it, right? Whatever the situation is. Challenges and obstacles are always going to be there. Or we handle them, or we deal with them. That's what's going to make the difference. And so the third thing the author talks about, he said, commit to learning. He said, commit to lifelong learning. Now, we know that going back to the good book, he said, my children perish because lack of knowledge, right? Yeah. And we know that um, knowledge gives us power, right? Gives us even more power when we apply it, right? So commit yourself to learn. Commit yourself to a situation where you're always learning something. I am a proponent for personal development. I feel that I believe that when you continuously develop yourself, you have more power, you have more leverage, you have more, you become versatile, and you have now the ability to tap into numerous things, right? So personal development, commit yourself to lifelong learning, do something, learn something, because sometimes that's all you need to move. Remember, now we say we start what you have, but what if what you have, you don't even know what to do with what you have? That's why we seek out help. That's why we look for resources, people, and things. That's why we all, okay, this is what I have. I have this purple marker here. I don't know how to use it. So I think I'm going to ask someone, how do I use this marker? What is the first thing I need to do? I need to take the cover off. And if depending on what I'm going to write, I can either use a broadside, excuse me, I use a broadside, or I can use a point, or whatever angle, and what do I, depending on what I'm going to do. So we need to listen up here, right? Learn. Grow. It is learning that fosters growth. Yeah. So if you just stay like this purple marker all day long, and you just stay right here in this place, okay. All right. Now I'm here. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not, I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not doing anything. I'm good right here. What purpose? Okay. Yeah, I'm just good right here. Leave me alone. Yep. I can do it. I failed, and just leave me alone right here. Is that going to help you move the needle in your life? Is that going to help you get to the next level in your business? What is that going to do for you? Oh, you're going to say, well, you know what? Yeah, I ended up being the purple marker in this position, but I really need to do something about getting over here. I might want to change my color. I might want to change the design. I might want to change how I open up. I might want to come up with a way where I just press a button and the point comes up. Yeah, I might want to shift some things, because being this purple marker in this position is not helping. So I'm going purpose. So learning something new, making some changes. And sometimes it's just some simple changes. But not doing anything is not helping. You got to do something about it. Because remember, now you're still winning, but you can grow. You can grow. So you can make much bigger wins, right? Much larger wins. Get more. If it's money, make more money. Or if it's product, make more of those products. Or if it's relationship, have a richer relationship. Whatever it is. But you have to step past those challenges. You got to step over them. You got to be that ant. You got to dig a hole under there and rise above it, right? Come up with a way. You got to be determined. Takes a lot of tenacity and life coping skills to do that. So, are you a winner today? I hope you are. Yes, we're not dealing with, yeah, you might fail. Yeah, but you are a winner, and consider yourself a winner at all times, regardless of where you're at in life, what your position is, what you're going through. Consider yourself a winner, because if you have that mindset, then that will move you to the next level. That will help you to seek help. That will help you to, you know what? I need to change my situation. I'm gonna get up right here and I'm gonna move, because something has to give, right? But if you consider yourself a loser and just settle with that mindset, then that's what's going to be. All right, my friends. So I just finished reading. I just finished reading this book, The Journey to Success with Helen Martin. I found it very interesting. So many different writers, so many different chapters. So that is something you can get and read for yourself. But there's so many other books out there. So many other, and you don't have to. I like my physical book. A lot of persons like ebooks. But regardless of what it is, the responsibility that you have for yourself to hold yourself accountable to become a winner and not a loser, or not maintain that idea that you're a loser, is important. So wherever you are, I hope that you found some value from this. I hope that you were inspired. I hope that you were motivated to just reach out, just consider your situation, whatever it is. It could be like really great, and you don't need to do anything about it. But you never ever fulfill all your purpose. There's always a higher level purpose. Once you get here, then it's time to go higher. So I want you to have a great weekend, my friends. And as always, this is Yvette, and I'm here in this community on Fridays at any given time. I know the time zones have changed for us here in the United States, and now we are back on the normal Eastern time. So it gets dark very early. So yeah, when it gets dark, it's like it's like, okay, it's very late. Where are my people? So I think I just wanted to come on a little earlier. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are, and we're gonna talk on Friday again sometime, but same place right here. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in, and always remember, you can reach out to me at facebook.com/Yvette Guerrell, or you can get into my other pages on Facebook, Yvette Guerrell Online, or you can jump over to my website, YvetteGuerrero.com, and or messenger, send me a message if you have learned something, or you something has impacted you in this live. Let me know. Leave your comments right there as soon as the video is posted on my personal page, and I'll be happy to respond. All right, I hope you are doing well. So remember now, right? I can do all things through him who gives me strength. All right, my friends, I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.